questions. No snappy intro for me this time.
Well,
You had a long week already, huh?
I have. It has been a long week already.
Man, I had some great barbecue this weekend. I don't know if you saw on the social medias, but I got to go to the Farmhouse in Kansas City and Chef Vincent. So Farmhouse, for those that don't know, in Kansas City, it's a farm-to-table kind of restaurant, and they source everything very local. And
Believe it or not, the owner of that place and I worked at Aerial Communications together like 30 years ago, probably. at
Very
this
nice.
point.
So Chef Vincent is one of the owners, and so they just instituted a smoker into the system, and so they've got an ABS smoker and got everything all set up, and health department approved them. So this weekend was their launch of their barbecue brunch, and
I saw the pictures. It looked
was
amazing.
fantastic. It was everything you would expect out of the Farmhouse. Guajillo street tacos with ribs and the burnt-end tamales. Oh my God, they were so good.
Yeah, I mean, the pictures you had up looked great.
Yeah.
And, we were still recovering from the Proud Souls anniversary bash, cooking hogs and Thor's hammers and everything else we were doing.
Yeah, you did some Thor's Hammer tacos.
I did. They were stellar, too. We were expecting to go through 30 to 40 of them, and about 70 tacos later, we had to tap it.
Wow. And then you guys had a hog on the big
Mega drum.
Blues Hog Mega Drum.
Yep,
Cool.
went off well. Tim got there in time and got all of that done and demoed, and yeah.
So
good
folks
stuff.
can go out to social medias and find Proud Souls Kansas City and see the pictures?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes, they can.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's going to be videos coming out from all of that.
You guys had, they had some barbecue heavy hitters out there doing demos. Megan Day was out there.
Yeah, we had
Mike
Megan
Starr.
out there. We had Craig out there, Carter.
Craig Carter.
Just Mike Starr was there.
Yeah, Mike flew in for it. That's really cool.
Yeah, it was awesome, and he did a phenomenal job. He did an Asian bang tenderloin that was awesome.
Cool.
And I was there.
You were there. I wasn't there. I was working on my kitchen, unfortunately. I couldn't make it.
I assumed you were there in the morning because I didn't get there until afternoon.
Yeah,
Yeah, T-Bone showed up. It's always good to see T-Bone make an appearance.
I didn't know he came out of the basement.
I know. Well, somebody unchained him. I mean, gosh dang. Well, spring is just around the bend, and so barbecue's starting to kick off. All of that's good, and we have the perfect guest today to help us maximize those shopping dollars for spring barbecue, and that's David Gafford. He's the owner of Barbecue Lab, and he's going to share some of the best new outdoor cooking products with us, fresh out of his visit to the HPBA Expo this year, which is the Hearth Patio and Barbecue Expo. Check out his website at thebarbecuelab.com and head on over to YouTube and subscribe to their channel for the Barbecue Lab, where you'll see over 200 videos with reviews and how-tos. You can find David and the Barbecue Lab all across social media as well, on Instagram at Barbecue Labs, and then on Facebook.
I think it'll be fun. Something a little different.
So we're going to take it in a different direction, so you don't have to necessarily have all your prosciuttos and salamis and all of that. We're going to go another
We can
way.
put a barbecue spin on it.
I'm looking forward to that, but keep in mind, not everybody has a 4-foot by 8-foot charcuterie board.
Yeah, just put it out on the table.
Yeah, we call it a table.
Exactly. Just put it on the table.
When we've done a spread like that in the past, we just take butcher paper right over the tabletop.
It's like a seafood boil. Just dump it out and go.
Gosh, now that's a whole nother. I just wrote down boil show. We've got to do that.
Is that
we've
a little
got some-
saliva in the corner of your mouth?
That made me start to.
And we've got some folks we can tap into that can make some.
Can do some serious.
We need to call onion.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
We get Ron on. We could get Joe Fontenot on.
That's
we can
right.
get all kinds of guys
We
on.
got all kinds of Cajuns we can get on here.
Yeah, we can definitely do that. But it's time now for our Ask Andy segment, which is brought to you this month by Smoke on Wheels Barbecue Marinade, which, of course, you can get at All Things Barbecue. Just head on over to atbbq.com. And, of course, if we use your question on air, you will get a Barbecue Radio Network t-shirt direct from T-Bone, signed by Todd. Oh, well.
I'll sign it, yeah. I'll even try it on.
Sign it on the inside.
And he always takes it one step too far.
I'll even put it on.
The joke's on everybody because they're black t-shirts. So when he'd have to sign it with like a
Oh, we'll
a
figure it
silver
out.
Sharpie
That's right,
or
we'll
something.
get
I was going to say, there's a black pen, so he's signing the shit.
Starting
Anyway,
April 1st, we'll be sending everybody some Todd John's DNA.
There you go.
There you go.
All right. Nobody wants that. We're going to stop getting questions. But what is the question, T-Bone?
Andy,
Yes, sir.
I love the show. The banter between you guys is always clever and entertaining, never being dull.
Wait a minute. Who'd I pay?
Yeah, I
Did
know.
I pay
All
somebody
right.
to say that? That's...
Thanks, Mom.
I'm going to write this guy back and say, proof. I need proof. Anyway, I buy my baby back ribs at Sam's Club a lot of the time. Usually 2, sometimes 3 racks per pack. I separate them when I get home and freeze whatever I don't intend on using immediately. Should I remove the silver skin membrane before or after freezing? If I remove it prior to freezing, will the meat lose some of its integrity when thawing? Thanks, John McElroy, Laurel, Mississippi.
So I guess the first thing, so he's buying multi-packs, so he's going to open them anyway, is what it sounds
Yeah.
like. Because my original thought would have been just don't open the cryo and put them directly into the freezer, and then you don't risk any contamination or freezer burn.
So that's optimum.
That's optimum.
Yeah. Don't open the cryovac if you're just going to go ahead and freeze.
So, but if you're going to open it because you got a 3-pack and you're going to put 1 or 2 of them in the freezer, number one, I would say if you don't have a vacuum sealer, buy a vacuum sealer.
Yeah, because if you don't put it under 0 oxygen, then you're going to get freezer burn. It's going to generate crystals, and you're going to get some freezer burn over time if it's going to be in there for a bit.
Yeah, and I would say that leads us to where the answer goes here. So you can remove that silver skin ahead of time if you're going to cryovac it again. It doesn't really matter. If you're not going to cryovac it, if you're just wrapping them and putting them in the freezer, where, as Todd said, they're going to have that oxygen and potentially get freezer burnt, leave the silver skin on as another protective layer on the protein on that side of the bone. But I would say you want to cryovac those so that you're protecting the meat as much as possible if you're going to freeze them.
Yeah, and so the last part that he mentioned, the loss, that's an interesting comment because could you get less purge, which is when you freeze something, it breaks molecularly cell-wise.
walls,
It breaks the cell walls, and it's going to purge a little bit of its moisture.
Unless you've got a blast chiller.
Unless you have a blast chiller, which means you're freezing. So the thing about purge that people understand, I learned this from David Buska of Butcher Barbecue years ago. It's about how you freeze things, not how you thaw things.
Correct.
And so the quicker you can freeze, the better the integrity of the cell walls. So even if you don't have a blast chiller, you could still put that like in a walk-in freezer. That you're blowing the cold air at the coldest point or something like that. But I don't know if it would prevent any loss or not. I would say leave it on. The hard part's going to be vacuum sealing ribs because the bones could puncture and things like that.
Yeah, could poke through, which is always fun to deal with.
Yeah.
Well, John, thank you for the question. And we will get a T-shirt headed your way. And it won't be freezing. It'll just be a regular warm T-shirt. Coming up next, though, we've got David Gafford, owner of the Barbecue Lab, and he is constantly testing and reviewing anything new in the world of barbecue and outdoor living. Check out his website at thebarbecuelab.com as well as his YouTube channel. Coming up next, David Gafford right here on Barbecue Radio Network.
We build a grill, Holstein Manufacturing. You have a better recipe for when you grill. Better ingredients, better cuts of meat, and because you're using a grill from Holstein Manufacturing, well, a better grill. You take grilling seriously, and at Holstein Manufacturing, we make a serious grill. Find your new grill now at HolsteinMFG.com. We build a grill, Holstein Manufacturing. Holstein Manufacturing, we build a grill.
Remember the time you almost volunteered to work in a soup kitchen? Or when you almost visited the Veterans Hospital? Or when you almost brought dinner to your neighbor with AIDS? Remember all the times you almost helped, almost gave? Well, it's only human, this almost giving. But the truth is, it's the same as not giving at all. Don't almost give, give. Visit our website at don'talmostgive.org. A message from the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Danica Patrick. Watching my nieces grow, play, and learn is amazing, but not every child gets to be carefree. 1 in 6 kids in the U.S. are hungry. This breaks my heart, and it's something that Feeding America is working to change. Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste and gives it to families in need. To help, visit feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
To protect his home and family from disaster, Steve used courage, wisdom, and his camera phone.
That should do it.
Way to go, Steve! By simply taking digital pictures of his family's important documents, Steve can always have them stored safely online, no matter when disaster strikes. Learn other simple ways to protect your home and family before a natural disaster at ready.gov. That's ready.gov. A message from FEMA and the Ad Council.
Change the way you live by changing the way you sleep. Hey, it's Ryan from the Mattress Hub, and at your local Hayes Mattress Hub, we work hard to find the best mattress options to deliver the healthy sleep you deserve. And going on right now at our Mattress Hub in Hayes is our Tax Time Savings event, where you'll find all the best brands in sleep on sale, including Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, and more, up to 25% off, and Sealy Hot Buy mattresses as low as $2.99. Or you can relax in luxury with free adjustable bases on select mattresses, free delivery, and no interest financing up to 48 months. Shop local, save big, and it's all backed by our famous 1-year comfort guarantee. Hurry into your Hayes Mattress Hub for our annual Tax Time Savings event and let the Mattress Hub change the way you sleep forever. Find your local Hayes, Kansas Mattress Hub at 4320 Vine or online at mattresshub.com.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
This weekend, it's here. The 49th Annual Better Home and Living Show, brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center. This Saturday and Sunday at the Finney County Fairgrounds. Sign up at the radio station booth where we'll be giving away $100 every hour and $1,000 in the final hour of each day. There really is something for everyone, with the wonderful vendors featuring not only home improvement, financial, gardening, and specialty items, but outside, see ag and farm implements and vehicle vendors. Try the paintball shoot, airbrush painting, and pics with the Easter Bunny. Admission is free, but Emmaus House will be accepting non-perishable food items at the door. Don't miss the biggest show in Southwest Kansas. The 49th Annual Better Home and Living Show is this Saturday, 10 till 6, and Sunday, noon till 5. Brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center at the Finney County Fairgrounds in Garden City. We can't wait to see you.
Barton Community College enrollment days are back. Registration is now available for all sessions through July 24th. Make the enrollment process fun, fast, and simple. Reserve your spot to get everything set up for the fall semester in just one day. Visit with an academic and financial advisor, enroll in classes, take a tour of campus, and more. Visit enroll.bartonccc.edu to sign up.
Get the last roof you'll ever need. Right now with steel roofing from Menards. Steel roofing offers the best wind resistance and superior hail resistance. It's the choice of more and more homeowners in the Midwest. Steel roofing is available in 20 colors in cut-to-your-length panels for fast installation. Plus, get free estimates fast in-store or online. Check out more of our great deals going on now at Menards and Menards.com.
Save big money at Menards.
Everyone wants an attractive landscape at their home, but having a beautiful landscape doesn't have to use a lot of water or cost a lot of money. Use Water Smart Landscaping to create the perfect look while still conserving water. Plan before you plant to ensure you're maximizing space and minimizing the need for water. Go native or choose plants that require less water to live. And finally, maintain healthy soil to help maximize water retention. Get schooled on a Water Smart landscape at watersmarthaze.com.
American Top 40 with Ryan Seacrest.
Hey, it's Ryan Seacrest. Check out American Top 40 this Saturday, 11 a.m. here on Hayes and Great Bend's #1 hit music station, KISS 104.7. Back to the award-winning Barbecue Radio Network. I'm Andy G, along with T-Bone, our executive producer, and my co-host, American Royal World Champion Todd Johns. And we have a returning guest this week, and he's always a favorite. David Gafford has over 20 years in the pits honing his technique and product knowledge, and he started the Barbecue Lab in 2018, and you can go there and you get product reviews and detailed technique videos, recipes, and more when you head on over to thebarbecuelab.com and subscribe and stay up to date on all the latest in barbecue and outdoor living. Welcome to the show, David.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here. Great to be back.
So you were out at HPBA at the Hearth Patio and Barbecue Expo recently, and I want to get the download on what all the cool kids are going to get this year.
You know, it was a great show this year. Really enjoyed getting to walk the floor and see some things that I had not seen before. And there's some definite trends that we're seeing coming in this year into barbecue, and there's some great things to talk about. So you want to fire it off?
Yeah, so, you know, one of the things that I'd seen out there, which was a little bit mind-blowing to me, was AI in barbecue. Because usually you don't put those two things together. So there's a new grill that came out that you got a chance to check out. I was wanting to hear your thoughts on the brisket.
Yeah, so the Brisket Grill, BRISK-IT grill, puts AI in barbecue, and let's just say there were two definitive camps on this grill at the show. There were people who were just so excited because they could get their recipe right there on the app. They could have it create a brand new recipe for their specific use, and they could get it right from the app and on the grill. Then there was another camp that said, why in the world would you allow that abomination to get into backyard cooking? And why would you ever allow that? So it was very polarizing there on the show floor, but it was fascinating to see.
Yeah, and for me, you know, if I go out to ChatGPT and say, draw me a picture of a perfectly grilled steak or show me a photo of this, and you do the AI, like, it never quite looks like a steak. And so I'm wondering if you give the grill its own license to use the app,
It'll taste like chicken?
Yeah, like, is it two Jetsons? Is that two Jetsons for us at this point? Like,
we're so close to Jetsons anyway. Let's just go.
Well, here's what I saw. So they had it blown up on a much larger screen, so you could see the app in use on like a 30-inch screen. But what they did in a live version of the software is they said, I want to cook a brisket. I have 12 hours to cook the brisket. Show me a recipe where I can actually have the best brisket I can make in 12 hours. And it would spit out a recipe. And I looked at the recipe and I went, okay, they're wrapping through the stall. They're taking it to the right temperature. They're giving you alerts and alarms when you want to do certain things. But then it also, he said, and if I wanted to add something in addition, if I wanted to add a certain spice or a seasoning, I could do that as well. And it would add that to the recipe. And that worked great until he said, I want to add some thyme. Well, you know, there's two types of thyme in cooking, right?
There we go.
There's cooked thyme and there's thyme, the spice. So that ended up giving it a little bit of a problem because it was taking voice dictation to be able to understand that. So, is it perfect? No. But yeah, I was very impressed with the initial recipe it came up with for a 12-hour brisket.
So it couldn't quite choose the context of the term, but it could still go out and search and develop the right recipe pieces. Now, I think if somebody said, get me the best brisket I can get like this in 12 hours, it's probably sending me to Goldbelly to buy some same-day Aaron Franklin, but Franklin's barbecue.
It'd be interesting how that, the finish point, because as we know as pitmasters, you can't go by time and temperature 100%. Like, it's going to get you really, really close in the neighborhood, but then it's, how does it feel? What does it look like? There's a lot of those kind of things. So
it's that robotic pressure arm that probes the meat for the proper density
Lord.
That's coming. That's an add-on feature that's going to be on it next year.
That will be an abomination.
But so that was one cool thing. But then there was another, and that was a pellet cooker, right?
Yep.
But there was another cool pellet pit that I haven't seen yet that you were talking about when we were talking off air. Tell me a little bit about the Can Do, because that thing sounds amazing.
Yeah, the Can Do grill is a pellet cooker that was designed by an engineer. And when I got a chance to see this thing, it's just short of $6,000. And it weighs, I think it's 500 to 600 pounds, very heavy grill. but you could tell it was designed by an engineer. And after I got the full tour of this thing, I told him, I said, this is the most over-engineered pellet grill I've ever seen, and I definitely want one.
The thing with pellet grills is, especially the ones that are well built, that you can see the airflow in the design. You can see how the pellets are supposed to get to the fire pot. You can see all those things, and it really makes a difference when you see somebody that's taken the time and effort to understand how cooks use them and what kind of airflow they want, what kind of fire and indirect heat they want, and all of those things. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it looks really well constructed. I mean, not just from an engineering, but from a manufacturing standpoint. The welds, it's not all riveted and screwed together. And some of these, patio pellet grills, you get them on the patio and you don't move them. But if you're going to throw it on a trailer, if you're a competition cook and it's going to be traveling all over the country with you as part of your competition arsenal or something like that, this thing would hold up. Much like a Yoder smoker, where it's just very well fabricated as well as engineered.
Yeah, absolutely. I was thinking the same thing on that. Well, you had a couple of other cool things, but one that is going to I'm going to lead us into our next segment a little bit with this. But the last thing that I thought was super cool was a new fire starter that I hadn't seen this style of fire starter before. But I love to do a lot of outdoor cooking. I love to use my Brio. And cook on that rim. I've got, outdoor pizza ovens. I like to do live fire cooking, and this looks like the perfect addition to that if you don't have a torch handy, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's called the Pull Start Fire, and it basically is this little, looks like a tinder box that you tie a little rope around a piece of wood, and then you actually pull the opposite side of the little tinder box, and it's an instant fire. And I could not believe how much heat I got to come off of that thing trying to light a full log in a fire pit when I got one home. So I was really impressed with it.
Yeah, the video that you've got up on the site, you actually had snow on. I mean, it was not a super easy light. Like you had it going with wood around it, and it looks like it just took right off and really did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, we got back from HPBA. It happened to be snowing. I think we got 3 inches that day. I just buried the Pull Start Fire underneath some wood in the Brio fire pit that we have out back, and I let it snow on it for an hour and a half. And then I went out there, pulled the string, and it started that fire up, and I could not believe it. I mean, you do that with almost any other fire starter, you're not going to get anywhere. So that was really, really impressive.
Yeah, so I'm anxious to check those out once they're kind of fully out in the market. I want to find a store that's got those and play with one. And, of course, we're here talking with David Gafford. Go check out his website at thebarbecuelab.com and subscribe and stay up to date on all of the new products, techniques, and recipes he's sharing. Coming up next, we are going to be back with David, and we're going to be talking more about the cool outdoor cooking products, and we're going to talk about some live fire cooking up next right here on Barbecue Radio Network.
Wake up and text. Text and eat. Text and catch the bus. Text and miss your stop. Wait. Text and be late to work. Sorry, I'm late. Text and work. Text and pretend to work. Text and act surprised when someone calls you out for not working. Who, me? Text and meet up with a friend you haven't seen in forever.
Hi.
Oh, hey. Text and complain that they're on their phone the whole time. Text and listen to them complain that you're on your phone the whole time. Text and whatever. But when you get behind the wheel, give your phone to a passenger. Put it in the glove box. Just don't text and drive. Visit StopTextsStopWrecks.org. A public service announcement brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration and the Ad Council.
Barton Community College enrollment days are back. Registration is now available for all sessions through July 24th. Make the enrollment process fun, fast, and simple. Reserve your spot to get everything set up for the fall semester in just one day. Visit with an academic and financial advisor, enroll in classes, take a tour of campus, and more. Visit enroll.bartoncccc.edu to sign up.
This week weekend, it's here. The 49th annual Better Home and Living Show, brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center. This Saturday and Sunday at the Finney County Fairgrounds. Sign up at the radio station booth where we'll be giving away $100 every hour and $1,000 in the final hour of each day. There really is something for everyone, with a wonderful vendors featuring not only home improvement, financial, gardening, and specialty items, but outside, see ag and farm implements and vehicle vendors. Try the paintball shoot, airbrush painting, and pics with the Easter Bunny. Admission is free, but Emmaus House will be accepting non-perishable food items at the door. Don't miss the biggest show in Southwest Kansas. The 49th annual Better Home and Living Show is this Saturday, 10 till 6, and Sunday, noon till 5. Brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center at the Finney County Fairgrounds in Garden City. We can't wait to see you.
When in drought, use your water smarts. Consider these simple tips to save water at home. Follow rules your community has put into place to restrict water use. Check for leaks in your faucets, toilets, and shower heads. Replace water wasting fixtures with high-performing WaterSense labeled models. Take a sprinkler break or use water smart landscaping techniques. Get creative and find ways to reuse water rather than wasting it. For more ways to use your water smarts, visit watersmarthays.com.
Save big money now at Menards. Menards has the best in-stock selection of AC2 pressure-treated decking and lumber. AC2 pressure-treated thick decking is 15% thicker than standard 1-inch decking, providing a stronger, more durable deck surface. Plus, get free estimates fast in-store or online with our deck design programs. And conveniently pick up your materials in our drive-through lumber yard. Head into Menards and get started on your deck project today.
Save big money at Menards.
Change the way you live by changing the way you sleep. Hey, it's Ryan from the Mattress Hub, and at your local Hayes Mattress Hub, we work hard to find the best mattress options to deliver the healthy sleep you deserve. And going on right now at our Mattress Hub in Hayes is our Tax Time Savings event, where you'll find all the best brands in sleep on sale, including Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, and more, up to 25% off, and Sealy Hot Buy mattresses as low as $2.99. Or you can relax in luxury with free adjustable bases on select mattresses, free delivery, and no interest financing up to 48 months. Shop local, save big, and it's all backed by our famous 1-year comfort guarantee. Hurry into your Hayes Mattress Hub for our annual Tax Time Savings event and let the Mattress Hub change the way you sleep forever. Find your local Hayes, Kansas Mattress Hub at 4320 Vine or online at mattresshub.com.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
Storm season is here, and State Farm agent Brock Whitmore has you covered all season. When the rain pours and the hail falls, tune in to find out breaking information about the immediate threat of severe weather. State Farm agent Brock Whitmore, keeping you safe from the storm. KXNC, Nest City, Hayes, Great Bend. Blasting on your radio, pounding through the doors from Barton Community College to Thomas More Prep. Yo, let's go. The area's most listened to radio station with at least 30 minutes of commercial-free jams every hour. 104.7.
Thanks again, David. And coming up, we're going to be talking with Todd about March Madness and building out some barbecue charcuterie boards right here on Barbecue Radio Network.
Firing up your grill or smoker is always in season here on Barbecue Radio Network. When it comes to the best beef for your grill, Booth Creek Wagyu will help you elevate your beef. Experience the flavor and tenderness only Wagyu beef can provide. Our farm-to-fork commitment ensures you get the highest quality beef right to your door. Whether it's briskets, burgers, ribs, or steaks, go to BoothCreekWagyu.com and use promo code RADIO at checkout to get 15% off your entire order. Booth Creek Wagyu. Elevate your beef.
I'm probably okay to have one more drink before I drive home. I'm probably okay. I open the window to stay alert. Probably okay. I just popped some gum in my mouth.
Step out of the car, please.
I probably made a mistake.
Probably okay isn't okay when it comes to drinking and driving. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzzed driving is drunk driving. A message brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Give any room in your home a stunning new look and feel with Palisade wall planks from Menards. These easy-to-install waterproof planks require no mortar and have a natural wood grain or tile look, making them ideal for bathrooms, kitchens, and laundry rooms. They can be installed over concrete, plywood, drywall, and even existing tile. Save big money on your next home improvement project with Palisade wall planks now at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
Barton Community College enrollment days are back. Registration is now available for all sessions through July 24th. Make the enrollment process fun, fast, and simple. Reserve your spot to get everything set up for the fall semester in just one day. Visit with an academic and financial advisor, enroll in classes, take a tour of campus, and more. Visit enroll.bartoncccc.edu to sign up.
Everyone wants an attractive landscape at their home, but having a beautiful landscape doesn't have to use a lot of water or cost a lot of money. Use Water Smart Landscaping to create the perfect look while still conserving water. Plan before you plant to ensure you're maximizing space and minimizing the need for water. Go native or choose plants that require less water to live. And finally, maintain healthy soil to help maximize water retention. Get schooled on a Water Smart landscape at watersmarthaze.com.
Change the way you live by changing the way you sleep. Hey, it's Ryan from the Mattress Hub, and at your local Hayes Mattress Hub, we work hard to find the best mattress options to deliver the healthy sleep you deserve. And going on right now at our Mattress Hub in Hayes is our Tax Time Savings event, where you'll find all the best brands in sleep on sale, including Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, and more, up to 25% off, and Sealy Hot Buy mattresses as low as $2.99. Or you can relax in luxury with free adjustable bases on select mattresses, free delivery, and no interest financing up to 48 months. Shop local, save big, and it's all backed by our famous one-year comfort guarantee. Hurry into your Hayes Mattress Hub for our annual Tax Time Savings event and let the Mattress Hub change the way you sleep forever. Find your local Hayes, Kansas Mattress Hub at 4320 Vine or online at mattresshub.com.
Follow the cheap sheet to the Mattress Hub.
This weekend, it's here. The 49th Annual Better Home and Living Show. Brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center. This Saturday and Sunday at the Finney County Fairgrounds. Sign up at the radio station booth where we'll be giving away $100 every hour and $1,000 in the final hour of each day. There really is something for everyone with the wonderful vendors featuring not only home improvement, financial, gardening, and specialty items, but outside see ag and farm implements and vehicle vendors. Try the paintball shoot, airbrush painting, and pics with the Easter Bunny. Admission is free, but Emmaus House will be accepting non-perishable food items at the door. Don't miss the biggest show in Southwest Kansas. The 49th Annual Better Home and Living Show is this Saturday, 10 till 6, and Sunday, noon till 5. Brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center at the Finney County Fairgrounds in Garden City. We can't wait to see you.
Kiss 104.7 is your exclusive home for the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament presented by Brogdon Automotive of Hayes.
Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the NCAA Tournament.
Every game, every upset, and every buzzer beater.
Let's go! Let's go!
Can be heard right here on Kiss 104.7. Coverage starts Thursday, March 21st. It's the NCAA Men's Basketball Tournament presented by Brogdon Automotive of Hayes.
Back to Todd and Andy here on Barbecue Radio Network. This segment is brought to you by Holstein Manufacturing. Check them out at holsteinmfg.com. And they have NSF certified cookers and grills. And we've been talking about outdoor live cooking, but they've got charcoal grills too. They've got the Country Club series of charcoal grills with stainless grates that you can pick up. And don't forget their mobile event and catering rigs. Check them out at holsteinmfg.com. And man, I am just fired up now because it is that season. And, you know, David was mentioning how the theme kind of across HPBA was really just outdoor cooking and live fire and getting that into the backyard. And, you know, it's been funny. I've been shooting some videos for Proud Souls, and we were cooking brisket on the Yoder flat top. We're getting out some, you know, things that we can cook splits and do that on. And it's the right time of year. You want to get out and do that. And it is fun to play with fire.
It's the time to bring the fire pits out. It's the time to, it's hoodie weather. It's, you're putting the mittens away, and we've had some really good weather here in the, middle of the country, but it's getting that point, and it's where people want to get outside. They want to get kind of communal. And I think it's great that this kind of stuff is hitting the backyard. It's no longer, hey, I'm going to go out, finish these steaks, and then come back in kind of thing. Like, everyone gets to participate, and everyone gets to diddle, and everyone gets to be a part of the process.
Well, and we were, we do for a Halloween, for example, we'll have the fire pit pulled out front, and it's a Brio, so it's got the edge on it. So everybody's cooking their own hot dogs on the Brio as they go by. So the parents are grabbing hot dogs and maybe an adult beverage, and the kids are getting a little hot chocolate in their treat. And it's just fun to add that little bit of live fire element to it. And it does seem to be getting pervasive in trying to bring it to the backyard and getting to do some of the cooking on the flat tops and things that we get to cook on. I just really enjoy the heck out of it. But
it gets back to the caveman, aspect of it too. Like, you're cooking with live fire, and it's not all computer and AI and all this stuff. So
yeah, and I love teaching how to build a fire, how to manage a fire. Mm-hmm. Like, those are skills that like we were saying, there's a little bit of nuance to that, but it's something that's definitely learnable, attainable, and makes it fun when you're doing it with cooking. Mm-hmm. But it's time now for our All Things Barbecue product spotlight. And you can check them out at atbbq.com. All Things Barbecue has all the tools and accessories you need to take your barbecue to the next level. So get fired up and get everything you need to do it all over at All Things Barbecue, atbbq.com.
Yeah, I didn't know that we were going to be talking so much live fire, but this actually works out great. So I'm featuring the ATBBQ infrared laser thermometer.
Laser
beams. So this is a little piece of tech. It's not that expensive, $34.99, and it is
hugely worthwhile.
Yeah. So it is a laser, and it's going to read whatever the temperature is that you're trying to read, and it's going to report back on a little LED screen. It will record. It'll capture temperature Fahrenheit from negative 58 degrees Fahrenheit to over 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit.
So it doesn't break when I point it at you.
That's right. Just to, if you're checking to see if I'm either dead or have a fever or fine. So why would you use one of these? Why do you need one of these things in your arsenal? What would you use it for? Well, a lot of different reasons. You can be checking your cooler to make sure your beer's cold. But like in a food inspection type, like the food inspectors will come by and they're checking your coolers to make sure that everything's, proper temps before cooking.
I love to use it, for my griddle. Like, I'll temp my griddle. If I want 450 or above to get a great sear on a steak, I'm going to use that infrared gun to point it at my griddle where I want to put that. And of course, that's the value of the laser on that thing. Wherever you point the laser is the temp within about a 3 to 4 inch range of that, depending on how far away you are from it. You're going to get an accurate reading of what the temperature on the surface is.
Right.
So I love to use it for my griddles, for my pizza oven. Before I throw anything in that pizza oven, I want to make sure that stone is hot.
If you've got a pizza oven, you want to know what the temperature of that stone is. If you're doing anything like on a black stone, or you want to know where your hot spots are. Maybe something's cooled down because you're just cooking over there. Now you want to slide over to this side. So having something like that in your arsenal, and again, it can be for hot or cold, and you can be checking to make sure that refrigeration's running fine. Just all of those different things.
And even in your regular grill or in your smoker, I like to use, if I've never cooked on a grill before and I don't have time to do a biscuit test to kind of learn the hot spots, I'll spot temp those grates with an infrared gun, and you'll find out, this spot's running 350, and up here at the front, it's only 275. You can kind of map a cooker fairly quickly, even a regular gas grill, and figure out where those hot zones and everything are.
So there you go, getting some tips with the featured product, the AT-BBQ infrared laser thermometer, $34.99. Go pick yourself up one and add it to your arsenal.
Pick it up at atbbq.com. Well, let's talk barbecue charcuterie boards.
All right.
Or cheese and cracker boards, or like what we used to call them when our parents were making them. Like it was like the wine and cheese
snack
board.
Tray.
Snack
It was
tray.
a snack tray. Now it's charcuterie board. So we were talking off air. T-Bone asked, what's the charcuterie part of it? Well, charcuterie is the cured meat board. And so now we're all fancy, so everybody calls everything a charcuterie board. Like,
You can buy prosciutto and you can buy salamis that are actually dry cured at the grocery store now.
Right.
You can,
Yeah, that too. So charcuterie boards now are just kind of like boards, like people just make whatever. So we can do a barbecue board, and you were telling me off air that there's a rule of 3.
Yes.
In making a board. So you have 3 proteins, 3 cheeses, 3 starches, and 3 accompaniments, and that can be vegetables, it can be nuts, it can be whatever. So
sausage, jellies, jams, whatever you want.
So I think the fun part is really that part, and some of the starches. So proteins, 3 proteins, we can put burnt ends on there. Obviously, we can put ribs on there. We can put what would be some things you would put on your board?
I always add pig candy.
Pig candy's good.
So I've got something that's a little crispy and bite size. Burnt ends for sure, right?
Oh yeah, or pork belly.
Pork belly, yeah, like cube pork belly would
Cube
be
pork
great.
belly. I'm not going to call them pork belly burnt ends.
Because they're not burnt ends.
Because they're not burnt ends.
That's a whole nother show.
That's right. Bitching about why they're not burnt ends. All right, so then cheeses. My favorite cheese, have you ever heard of Saga Blue cheese? Saga Blue. It's my absolute favorite.
Better than Maytag.
So, here's the difference. So, a Saga cheese, which Camembert is part of that family, it's a Danish cheese varietal. It's a combination of blue cheese and brie. Ooh. And so it's very, very creamy. And Saga Blue is a blued brie cheese. So it's kind of a bit of a French creamy cheese, but Saga Blue. So I would definitely have some Saga Blue.
Right, I'm writing that down because I have not had Saga Blue.
Excellent. So Saga Blue, I would have some of that on there. Imagine this creamy, brie-ish blue cheese with a burnt end on a non-starch,
Yes.
So I think that's the thing when you're creating these boards is you just want to have a bunch of stuff that people can kind of create these bites.
Yeah.
And cheeses. I would have some creamy cheeses. I'd have...
And we've got such great access to all kinds of good cheeses now, too. Like, I always love to have a good herbed goat cheese on the board, too.
Yep. Yeah, an herbed goat cheese would be really great. And so then we get into the starches. You can obviously have tortillas on there and have little mini tortillas or chips or whatever. But having some naan bread... So
yeah, I like the idea of having some naan on there or pita. Mm-hmm. You could even roast off some pita chips. Or what would be really fun to have on there are the hot crackers like Megan does.
Yes, the saltines with the rub on them. That would be great on a barbecue charcuterie board.
You put that with a burnt end and the Saga Blue on top. That sounds pretty darn good.
So we're running a little bit out of time, but accompaniments, the one I would have on there that I love with barbecue that I learned that I had down in Texas at Smitty's and Lockhart is avocado. Amazingly good. Just this, creamy, fatty with barbecue is excellent.
Awesome. Well, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do avocado and Saga Blue cheese now.
There you go.
So we want to thank David Gafford again for joining us today. You can check him out and subscribe to his content at thebarbecuelab.com. And, of course, you can head on over to ATBBQ and pick up some Smoke on Wheels barbecue marinade. For Todd T-Bone and myself, we want to thank you for joining us, and we'll keep the pits lit
Every
until
Barbecue
next
Radio
time
Network
here on
show
Barbecue
is
Radio
archived
Network.
and available through your favorite podcast platform each and every Thursday.
We build a grill, Holstein Manufacturing.
You have a better recipe for when you grill. Better ingredients, better cuts of meat, and because you're using a grill from Holstein Manufacturing, well, a better grill. You take grilling seriously, and at Holstein Manufacturing, we make a serious grill. Find your new grill now at HolsteinMFG.com.
We build a grill, Holstein Manufacturing.
Holstein Manufacturing, we build the grill.
Booth Creek Wagyu wants to help you elevate your beef. Experience the rich beefy flavor and signature buttery tenderness from our Wagyu beef, grown right in the tall grass prairies of Kansas. Our farm-to-fork commitment ensures only the highest quality beef makes it to your plate. Go to BoothCreekWagyu.com and choose from our 4 marbling grades to find your perfect steak. Use promo code RADIO when you shop and get 15% off your entire order. Booth Creek Wagyu. Elevate your beef.
Throwback.
I remember.
Hey, it's Nikki here from The Midday Show. Join me every Wednesday during the 1 o'clock hour for your chance to win a free cup of coffee from our friends at Scooters and Hayes. It's The Midday Show's midweek pick-me-up from Scooters and Hayes, right here on KISS 104.7.
Kiss weather.
Cooler conditions the next couple of days and will remain dry through at least midweek. Watch for lots of sunshine. Still breezy with the high of 57 degrees this afternoon. Downright cold overnight with mostly clear skies, a low of 23 degrees by daybreak. Monday, much the same, sunny skies and a high of 57. I'm meteorologist Jared Sorello.
Weather this hour is being brought to you by Gove County Medical Center and Blue Stem Medical. When you have choices for a growing family, Gove County Medical Center and Blue Stem Medical want to be your choice for all your OB needs. Go to gcmc.org. Committed to others, always.
Having a baby is supposed to be a very happy and exciting time in your life. No part of our situation was normal. I was only 32 weeks. I was having some pain in my back and in my stomach. Dr. Anna wasn't supposed to be at the hospital that day. She looked at me and told me that we were going to be having a baby today. I thought that Bryler wasn't gonna make it. If anybody were to ask me where to doctor, I would highly recommend Gove County Medical Center and Blue Stem Medical. For more information on obstetrics at Gove County Medical Center, go to www.gcmc.org.
There's a good chance you need a new phone. If so, save your tax refund for something else, because at Viero, you can get top-of-the-line smartphones on us, like the brand new iPhone 15, or the latest and greatest Samsung of all, the Galaxy S24. The best part is that you can get up to 4 of these phones on us, with 4 unlimited lines for just $100 a month. For the best provider of cellular and internet solutions near you, shop your local Viero Wireless today. Restrictions apply. See store for details.
Talking with Branson from Big Creek Crossing.
Spring is finally here. We hope you're as excited as us here at Big Creek Crossing. As the warm weather approaches, don't forget to come check us out for your perfect Easter dress or beach sandals and swimsuit. See you here at Big Creek Crossing in Hayes.
This weekend, it's here. The 49th annual Better Home and Living Show, brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center. This Saturday and Sunday at the Finney County Fairgrounds. Sign up at the radio station booth where we'll be giving away $100 every hour and $1,000 in the final hour of each day. There really is something for everyone, with the wonderful vendors featuring not only home improvement, financial, gardening, and specialty items, but outside see ag and farm implements and vehicle vendors. Try the paintball shoot, airbrush painting, and pics with the Easter Bunny. Admission is free, but Emmaus House will be accepting non-perishable food items at the door. Don't miss the biggest show in Southwest Kansas. The 49th annual Better Home and Living Show is this Saturday 10 till 6 and Sunday noon till 5. Brought to you by Assurance Roofing and Exteriors and the Western Kansas Broadcast Center at the Finney County Fairgrounds in Garden City. We can't wait to see you.
KISS 104.7 is the #1 hit music station.